May the odds be ever in your favor.
And what it do, y'all? We are back at it again on a Friday evening. Unusual time for the HNIC usually, but these are the most unusual of times. Absolutely. You could thank your boy BK because he came to me and he said, Kurt, these last few episodes, I don't know. We may need to go through them. I said, BK, we doing a mid-season review and a finale review. I don't want to do no more goddamn streams. And then episode 8 came out.
Yeah,
Jesus tap
I,
dancing
I
Christ.
I told you, I was like, yeah, no, it's 3-part finale. We gonna have to go through each episode.
After episode 8, I had a full-on mental and emotional breakdown. I think I sent video messages to half of the panel right now. Damn, no, I think I sent it to everybody on the panel. Basically, I'll just say this, and I don't fanboy. I'm cool Curtis Brown. I don't fanboy over no fucking body. I don't even fanboy over Jesus Christ. God damn it.
What, mama?
Listen, episode 8 was so good. I teared up again. Bo, stop tapping into my black emotional being.
Woo.
I grabbed my phone
Uh-huh.
and I did a good 70 minutes of trying to get my emotions together and sent him a message like, nigga, you are cooking. Like bacon grease, full course meal,
All
Mama
the
with
mama
seasons.
with the elbow
Man.
flat meat.
yeah.
High
Like,
quality
Man,
calories.
bro, you got gunkums on your kneecaps cooking
Snap
like
your mama.
yeah,
man.
yo. I'm talking about Lowry seasoning.
Seasoned,
Flowers.
seasoned cooking. Okay.
Listen,
Black cast iron skillet.
yeah.
All right.
Flavor for
Passed
100
down by
years.
generations.
There's 100 souls in this motherfucker,
Bruh.
Ancestral baked, if you will.
bro. So I round up some of the people who love this series as much as I do. Fortunately, we got some folks that was able to pull up from the last review. We have some new folks, peoples. You know, when we get the cousins together, it's always a good time. And I got my girl up to speed. She was on hiatus with this Attack on Titan. But we back together like butt cheeks that been through some shit.
You know what? Tef, you really went through some emotional damage.
You went through a lot of emotions.
Attack on Titan and X. My lord.
I'm gonna throw this to Tef real quick. You gotta understand, we watched the emotional turmoil she went through with Attack on Titan. And then I said to her, yo, I really need you to get caught up on Xmen. She was like, bruh, I need a break. Tef, that transition from going from Attack on Titan right into Xmen. Are you, first of all, are you okay?
No. Not really. One, shout out to everybody who watched me speed run Attack on Titan in 8 days.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yo, every time she commented on something, I laughed because I was like, "Ooh, wait till
She don't know what
out."
she must be in store.
I said, "Wait till she find out."
Some of the
What was that?
messages I've received from Tefi gave me a lot of concerns. Like Shaq, they really putting this shit in the anime? Yes. I'm sorry.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
sorry.
Yep. Yeah, they turn that boy mama into a Titan, and her head don't go all the way.
Bro, fuck it. Don't even get me started because I haven't been able to go back to it without motherfucking snapping. Like I go from dancing to the Attack on Titan music to being like, these niggas really did like in the transition be just like that. I'd be chilling and then I'd be snapping, and I was like, I gotta let it go because everybody fucking finished it already. I'm just here spiraling on
How
my
about
own.
yourself? We understand.
He's in the tub curled up with the cold water just raining
Bruh.
down or just rocking back and forth. Just,
People who eat fried foods should not watch Attack on Titan and then go right into X-Men. You just should. Your heart can't take it.
Nah.
I know, because literally I was dreaming about Attack on Titan as I was watching it. I then binge watched everything from episode 3 of X-Men through to the new episode. I was like woken up this morning like
Yeah, X-Men make you sit on the edge of the bed and be
last
like,
night where I was just like, I'm not okay. It was like, we'll get into it, but it was giving me like those 9/11 flashbacks from when I was a kid.
no.
No, it was like
I
that's
get it.
like it was real. I had all the devastation. Also, not to be that person, but a bitch ain't been laid in way too long because I'm just like
just trauma after trauma. All this damn
God.
all this
God.
trauma. Magneto
He's
fine
not
as shit
okay.
for
Yeah,
like
that's
an
what I'm about to say. You got Zaddy, Magneto. No.
What?
Tap, I'm gonna tell you
Charles
business.
got buns of steel for a nigga who can't walk. I said I'm finna be.
Hold on, Tap.
I'm
Can I tell a little
down
bit?
diabolically.
Can I
is
tell a
what
little
I'm
bit of your
saying.
business? Can I tell a little bit of Can I just tell a little bit of your business? She gonna hop in the chat and talk about something the way I would fuck the shit out of Kurt Wagner. Right now. I was like,
Hey yo.
Look, these cats ain't in the danger room just sitting around.
listen.
No, Kurt, what's that mean? What did he say?
What is this? What did he say?
It was literally that in the chat. Like
It was a foreplay. I
I mean, Morph did say Magneto was in there with Rogue at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock.
Taffy just want an emotionally
Hey,
stable
yo,
person.
Morph
At this
is
point, she
on
don't care if he's a
Morph was
mutant.
messy.
first of all, pause. If you watch the main show, you will know Mama is a monster fucker. So that shouldn't really surprise you.
What did
Y'all
Yo,
Yes.
gotta go back and
Nimrod
watch.
somewhere like, yes.
Yeah. Go back and watch the HNIC episode on like love and relationships. We get I sort of get into it, but yeah. Anyway, also I've always not liked Nightcrawler. I don't like skinny dudes, but he fucking does it for me.
It's the
Time.
two toes and the extra appendage. I get it.
It's my love map
It's
is
giving
all
that he one
over
of
the
them
fucking
skinny
place.
dudes and all the weight went somewhere.
Right,
You see how long his tail is?
So
This is why we're never getting invited to Disney. We're just never getting to Disney. We're never
So
getting
y'all-
to Disney.
this is why I haven't. This is why I haven't live reacted my thoughts to X-Men. It only went in the group chat because I was like, my mama be on here, bro. She be
Listen.
so concerned for me.
Bo DeMaio went on Twitter today to say, "Hey, what do you guys want in regards to content on my Twitter page?" And at the bottom, he had to put, "Please keep it PG-13." I was like, "Oh, because he know. He,
I mean,
BK, don't you say a word. We
I'm
trying to get sponsored."
I'm
So
not.
whatever. I already posted on my TikTok that cap cut joint of the white girl being like, I want to know him biblically.
People on Twitter asking for the scriptures.
You know what? They put it like this: Kurt a religious man. He want him a good church woman, because she gonna read the scriptures in the day and be the devil at night.
Did you pray today?
Listen,
It's called balance.
Being great to me.
the holy water. Luke, now you know what? See, y'all not gonna have me doing this today. Anywho, yeah, X-Men. We're about to get into episode 8 of the finale of X-Men 97. It's a 3-part finale, fraught with Easter eggs. There's last count over 73 Easter eggs in the actual episode. We're not going to get to all of them. Fortunately, Faye J kind of curated some dope shit for us to go over so we can kind of stay on track, because you know your boy will be all over the place if she didn't do that. But we got the crew, we got the content, but let me introduce the family first. Hailing all the way out the Midwest, Ace Boone. He like to slide in and out. Take that for how you will. They say he got a silky voice, and he got the draws to match. Talk to him, BK. Never getting to Disney.
I
He just said he's just like that ship has sailed.
All right, y'all. It's your boy BKE for life. You're acting, cosplaying, dancing, streaming, podcasting, jack of all trades, but a master of none. And you're Mr. August of 2024. Otaku Norse My Cosplay's Black Calendar.
See how you said all that shit to sound sexy?
Oh, published cosplayer. Let me put that in there.
You put that's right. Slap your Kurt Wagner tail down on him.
I'm not giving y'all niggas shit out.
The sad part is she said it, and I was like, I would watch that.
No.
And then I felt ashamed.
Like,
I was like,
I've seen worse.
I've seen listen,
Right.
Seen worse. Nightcrawler is
anime friends that like that tentacle shit. This is
some furry shit. This is furry shit.
No.
Meanwhile, Kurt is waving at the ship as it's just.
You don't fucked up.
Speaking of hentai, holding it down for the weebs.
Oh no!
Don't try to leave now, Negro.
You ain't shit.
Like I said, speaking of hentai, holding it down for the weebs and the otakus, hailing from parts unknown. Our resident weeb and anime aficionado, my man 50 grand, a man with 50,000 different names. Shaq Deezy, talk to him.
What's up, y'all? It's your favorite anime alcoholic who's sadly in his dry season for work-related reasons. I'm fucking suffering from that. Because I don't go to AA meetings either because I'm not going to quit, a.k.a. the alcoholic academic, a.k.a. your alcoholic Hashira, a.k.a. the alcoholic agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., a.k.a. Wakanda style kickboxer, a.k.a. Shaq Delicious, a.k.a. the sensational Shaq, a.k.a. Black Saitama, a.k.a. One Cup Shaq, a.k.a. the Sake Sith Lord. May the fourth be with you. Revenge of the fifth.
Yo, it's coming fast too.
Yeah.
No, I wish I hadn't said that. Anyway, and of course, original OG, original cousin. We said we doing this thing on Friday, and you already know you ain't gonna have nothing going on in the MCU, and a Fury don't pop up out of somewhere. So he said, "Hey, bro, I'm on that thing this Friday." And you don't tell this brother no, because he keeps a bird's eye view on all of us. Talk to him, bro.
What's happening, people? It's Chris Fury, the man on the wall, the man with the voice, apparently. And yeah, I'm here for the fam all times, and keep shit corrected and protected the blurs.
Amen to that. That's where Xmen 97 got me. I'm drinking tequila today. Shaq, I drink.
Must be fucking great.
I saw the vein on your forehead get tight when I said it.
I understand it's gonna be some slight aggression. It's not to none of y'all. I love y'all.
Listen, don't bother me now.
That was hard. That was aggressive. I love y'all.
Shaq,
you almost heard them. Right behind.
No, Shaq, you sound like my one sister when she gave up potatoes and white bread. Bitch was snapping.
Yeah, she'll bite somebody. I was like, aggression. I date black women. I'll be fine. All right. So I had a bear joke, and then I was like, no, not going to do it. I'm being better. As always, there are few that can frolic with the phase and live to tell a tale. Well, this particular fairy has come all the way out of the shade to enjoy a bit of MCU fun and mutant magic. Hailing for her third time total on the HNIC network. Listen, I can't say your cherry needs to be popped. This is about by the third time. It's almost like a panelist with benefits now. It's you're welcome to the crew. That makes you like an official cousin. I don't think you've been jumped in just yet, but we'll see how you handle once we send you on a mission and take out one of our ops. Please introduce yourself.
Allegedly.
All right, so they did pop my cherry a long time ago. They keep fucking me and bringing me back, so here I am.
Wow. Okay.
But
essentially, of course.
Yeah, shit, cousin.
I guess we passed.
Shit, cousin. Yeah, and just like that, welcome to the family.
it's Faye Taylor Ford from Faye Talking More. You know, if you love me, you want me, and you want to lust a little Tristy dust, you can call me because that's what I do. That's it.
Yeah, she's still in the family.
Yeah. She'd be like, she fits right in.
As much shit I talk, that Gavin left me speechless a little bit.
Last time she was in family, I told her, I said, I ain't inviting you back. You agree with Tef too much for my liking. I ain't
I
like
like
that.
Teffy.
Oh, and she see
Teffy.
Tef.
Listen, after the last episode, Tef, I
That's
got
my
a
girl.
strongly worded message to I love how y'all protect her and be like, just fuck Kurt. Like she don't give me the business every week.
Who give you the bit?
I'm not doing this with y'all.
Look, anybody that likes Tef, they all right in my book.
Listen,
they all right in my book. I ain't never got on Tef's bad side, nor would I want to.
Nah, that latter part.
That's what I'm saying.
I believe I'm in a healthy medium.
Yeah, you better have good health insurance if you want to piss off Tef.
If somebody do something like they get, I'm looking like them like keep on if you want to.
I'm actually kind of salty. I wish I'd have pulled the picture of Tef in her Storm Aurora May the 4th cosplay. That would have been perfect for today.
I can shoot. You want me to send it to you?
Yeah, please, because that would be great to pull up now. Considering because Shaq reminded me May the 4th is tomorrow. And we are still looking for Mother. In these last 3 episodes, the gay people taught me that. Man, snap
it took the gay people to snap.
That's the one. I'm trying to learn. I'm broadening my horizons, becoming more comfortable.
Look, we've been calling her mother, goddess.
Yeah, listen. Well, they was calling her mother long before I was. Their mother and my mother is 2 different kinds of mothers. It's the same mother at the same time.
She's Mother Nature. She's mother.
Yeah. Look, you know that
when you got the lone white man on this show, literally concerned and says he calls her by goddess.
Yeah.
I'm like, this old white man get it. What is wrong with the rest of you?
See, Eric different though. Yeah. Eric, an old white man that was truly oppressed. There ain't a lot of white people. Look. Let me introduce Tef, but you just brought up a good point about why Magneto represents black people very well, even though he's not black,
and he can get the draws.
That's all he had on the whole
Look at Tef. Look at Tef.
Look, Tef looked up like yes
to all consensual adults of legal age.
As always, my
Bastion knew what he was doing.
The Wonder Clone herself back in the Xmen fold, up to date and ready to talk that shit. Teffy Wonder, let him know.
What's up, guys? It is at Teffy Wonder here, your wonderful melanated mochified merjoin. Listen, back off of a fresh emotional breakdown. Actually, off
that
my
roller
third,
coaster is not over yet. I'm telling you.
Back off my third emotional breakdown. Let's be for real. If you know, you know. Oh, shout out to everybody. Shout out to King Kurt Live and Siren by Night, who came to my poll show last week. Both performances, my group performances and my solo, I posted on my Instagram, so you can go see both of those today. And listen, putting on my media analysis glasses, getting ready to get back into the fuck shit. Because if y'all thought I was finna defend these bitches and I hadn't seen X-Men, oh, you just fucking wait. I'm here for the shits now.
I thought about that. You defended them without seeing X-Men.
Oh,
now that you've seen it,
yeah.
Yo, you niggas don't stand a chance.
do we ever? Do we really ever?
Also, you activated my trap card.
Also, look at her.
Gorgeous.
Yeah,
doing that.
Once again, proving my theory that there hasn't been one Storm cosplay done by a black woman that has been bad. I haven't seen one bad one yet.
I haven't seen one bad one.
I'm hoping to get another one under my belt in the next year, hopefully with the poll and everything. So, listen.
Right.
I'm working out. I'm lifting. That's why I'm in the gym lifting these weights. I'm trying to bring y'all some more like real stuff. I had the vision and I can't get the image out of my mind, so I got to do it.
All right. So we have about a good hour 15 to dig into X-Men 97 episode 8.
Spoilers in case y'all don't.
Thank you for saying that.
Before
hold
y'all
on.
niggas get mad.
Hold on. I got him. And do I got it? For those that might be concerned, here's your official warning.
Yo, I can't wait to see this movie. It's gonna be crazy, son. I can't believe he died at the end.
A snitch, nigga, that's that shit I don't like.
Look, I just letting everybody know, so you already know what it is. Don't get mad at us and be like, why you tell me that part? You shouldn't be here. Give him around here. First and foremost, I want to go back to Chris's comment about Magneto. He brought up the point that he a little bit different. Magneto is a part of a group of people who truly understand oppression. Of course, Magneto was in the Holocaust, watched his parents die in the Holocaust. Those particular Jews who underwent that kind of torture, subjugation, generational trauma, they built a little bit different, right?
Right.
And I think that's why Black people really resonate and have been caping for Magneto was right, is right, gonna be right, two lefts and a right, up, down, down, left, right.
AB start.
Thank
Yeah, that.
Yep.
nerd
Right
shit.
trigger, left trigger.
Yo,
Somebody was just like, what are they
I was like, is he gonna finish?
Yeah. Nerd shit. But I just want to kind of bounce around a little bit, and then I'm gonna get more structured when I let Faye J go through her part. But I just want to ask everybody: Charles's way or Eric's way? After episode 8, how do you feel if you were a young mutant, an Omega level mutant, and after seeing everything that you just saw, and you know Xavier is back, are you going with Professor X or are you going with Eric? I'm gonna start with Teffy.
Nigga, I'm going to hell home and kiss my baby.
You ain't got no kids as a mutant. You are a single mutant, okay?
I'm still going to hell home. Look what the fuck they just did to Genosha, bro. I'm finna sit this one out for a hot second. I'm gonna let these niggas do what they do. Cause at this point, cause for one, and we can get into
Create
it.
a third option.
How you gonna create a third? I just said one or the other.
To be honest, Kurt, this isn't surprising.
It's not.
I'm going home.
Okay. All right. PK.
As a Libra, emotionally, right brain, I'm gonna say Charles. Left brain, say Magneto. Because I see the
You got a left and right brain in your head. Pick one.
Man, it's hard to choose.
Don't
but
do that. I'll let Teffy off the hook with that shit. Don't do that. You only can pick one, BK.
Okay. For end result, when it comes to survival of the fittest, Eric.
Thank you. Shaq.
So, if I was a mutant in the similar position that I'm in now,
Everything that's happened in Xmen 97 is what you saw. I'm not talking about nothing else. No other just what you saw in Xmen 97.
You're not in the military, nigga.
if I have nothing to lose, Eric.
You have your life to lose.
And that's fine. I'm talking about anything else as far as anybody else involved with me.
Okay.
If it's just lone mutant Shaq and I ain't got no one else to worry about, it's just me and my grave, cool. If I gotta worry about all of my folk, I gotta choose the ladder for other people's safety and concerns.
Okay, I respect that. Good brother Chris.
Knowing what we've seen, let's just say knowing what I've seen, I'm like, you know what, Chuck? You've been on that fuck shit. We need to handle this right now.
Chuck.
When you figure that shit out, call me. Until then, we got to handle this. Eric,
what we do? Look, here's what I know. I'm with Chris. I'm not calling him Charles. Hey, Charlie.
Not Charlie.
Look here, buddy.
Not you calling him $2 Chuck.
$2 Chuck.
Okay, Charleston.
We tried it your way, and Genosha is, in my opinion, is the culmination of his ideology, right?
It's not though.
I'm talking about just for the sake of argument.
Yes,
that's it. Just for the sake of argument, that would be the closest thing that they've ever had to his dream coming to fruition. And they shit.
It was a combination of that thought of his and Magneto's as well. It's like, we have a place to go where we don't have to worry about nobody.
See,
still got to talk about those $10 apples, but we got a place to go.
But see, if you hold on, let me just finish this. If you remember the original series, right? Remember what Magneto tried to do. The Savage Land was literally him trying to build a Genosha.
Yep.
So Magneto is always, and then
asteroid him.
I always got to remind people this is a continuation of the original series. So he created the Savage Land. Sinister came in, took over, shat all over that. That was the humans. Humans came and fucked that up. Okay, cool, fine. Then he had Asteroid M.
He had a crazy son bitch up there.
Yeah, he had a crazy. He had that off kilter motherfucker. But ultimately, he had to become a terrorist behind that shit. And then he lost a second home world. Now you get Genosha. He becomes the appointed king. Everything looked real peachy. He got his bay. He got Bay back. 80-year-old man pulled it from Remy. You know how hard that is to get it from that young man? He got kinetic energy. He can make anything pop.
Can we just talk about how like they pretty much was just dancing / fucking on the dance floor in front of this nigga?
Yes.
Like,
He an old Jewish man. He know how to move them hips. You seen him in that Speedo, nigga? But go ahead.
With the V cut.
Bro,
I have a question though. Because I'm like, Mr. Sinister is not a mutant? Is he a mutate?
He's not.
Because he's not a regular ass fucking person.
Hold on. Mr. Sinister is a geneticist that stole mutant powers from mutants to enhance himself.
So he's a mutate, technically, kind of like Spider-Man.
Yes.
Actually,
Teffy, that is an action. You know how everybody says, well, isn't Spider-Man a mutant? No, he is not.
Yeah.
They actually thought he was.
Mutants are born that way.
Like his daughter. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's a mutant.
The whole shit, and I had to run back the previous part of what took me so long to get caught up was I actually had to like go back and rewatch some of the older episodes just to remember like the major plot points. Because I was like, nigga, what the fuck is your problem?
Oh yeah, Mr. Sinister.
What the fuck is your problem?
Oh, he's weird. He's got a hard.
But you got to
on
understand
for the
something,
line.
Mr. Sinister, and this goes to why I'm choosing. Well, first of all, I wear an X hat, and I did that well before. I thought Magneto was right along.
First of all, nigga, you talk about some Charles. We did it your way. First of all, you was never doing it Charles's way. Let's be the fuck for real.
That's what I'm. That's the speech I'm giving to all you other soft foot and coon ass niggas.
You said fuck school before you started class.
Yeah, y'all wanted to sit at the counter and let the German shepherds chew on your nuts. Now how you feel, motherfucker? Come on over here to the Brotherhood of Mutants and let's go whip some ass. Finally, but in a more peaceful way. To Steffi's point, Mr. Sinister has been at the crux of the Summers saga, which is basically Madeline Pyre, Jean Grey, and Scott Summers. I mean, literally, he caused them. He has mutated their children and manipulated events behind the scenes this entire time. At the end of the day,
he's got a massive heart on for the Summers.
Yeah, he's a weirdo.
Yeah.
Like, it's nobody else. It's always them.
Yeah,
he's that where my.
I'm basically picking Magneto. I always was going to pick Magneto, and it's not no surprise. And it's only because at every turn, like Eric said, please don't make me disappoint you. And she looked that man right in his face
And disappointed them.
And even if
Do
she
not
didn't
let
know
me let
how
you
bad it
down.
was going to get, you knew you was on some fuck
You knew
shit.
you was
Well,
wrong.
right.
He said, "Do not let me let you down." He meant
Yeah.
that in two different
So okay.
aspects.
Now she's the
So
only woman I would have picked.
Well,
I'm
hold on.
sorry.
Before we ask another question, I want to give Faye's. So Charles or Magneto?
Oh, you already know it's Mag Daddy. Mag
Mag Daddy.
Them
You
buns
might
are
wanna-
still
you
not
might
doing
wanna
it
write
for you.
that
That
down.
wheel is
Mag
there.
Daddy.
From the North Pole to the South Pole.
Mag Zaddy. All right. So tell me why though.
Oh, because he's always been right from day one, period. Like going way back to the beginning in the middle of season 2 of Xmen, the throwback when I was a kid growing up watching it about 7 years. That right in the middle of that, he was right again. He's been right so many times about how humanity versus humanity versus mutants. They're not considered humans. They will never be considered humans. They will never be treated like humans. They are not human in their eyes. And it's just the ongoing of civil rights for me, because we're black. We're never going to be any other color to them but black. We're never going to be seen as anything amazing to them but black. And it's Magneto always been right. I've never liked Charles's reasoning. It's definitely MLK versus Malcolm X. And you know what? I love them both, but sometimes this nonviolent processing is not working. It's not working. Magneto is ready for war, and I'm here for it. I love him. That's Big Papa, Big Daddy, Zaddy, get me wet, whatever you want to call it.
Well, that Disney ship is
Wow.
it ain't even in view no more.
Right.
So can I say though, one, I don't think Magneto has never been wrong. His ideology, like in its essence, has never been wrong. Mutants have always been the next step of evolution, and we deserve equality and equity and all of those things. So he's never been, and people are violent and terrible and horrifying historically. Like, if you want to ask what fucking humans are like, ask the Neanderthals. Oh no, wait, you fucking can't, because we exterminated them.
Yeah, we exterminated a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Right. So like he's never been
A lot
wrong.
of extinct animals out there.
Listen, he's never been wrong. To me, he's never been like 100% wrong. It's always that like the vehicle that he chooses to carry his message.
Some of his hold up, Kurt, don't do it. Because I'm just going to agree with Tiffany. Just a little tiny.
Don't do that.
I'm so sorry. Tiffany is right to the extent of there are some ways that he execute plans which are poorly executed, and it's just like you could have done this a little bit better, because it sometimes causes more drama within the mutant realm. So, it does. You know it does, because there are two sides to the mutant realm. It's Xavier's side, and it's
And some people be with the cause, but they be with the cause. They ain't be with
what
the
would you about to say,
tactic.
BK? They be with the cause, but what?
They're not with the tactic. Like they're like, I want
These
this,
some
but
pussy ass niggas. No, we need to go ahead on blow this shit up. Why
when you see what Magneto personally has gone through as a child,
I don't want to.
So he's just like, no, one, that ain't never happening again. So
right.
two, when he's like, I might have to go a little off to the side over here and handle business. All right, maybe that might have been too much, but let me go ahead and let me go to this world where they ain't fucking with nothing. They don't want it. They don't want to deal with it. Let's take my people over there. They coming over here to fuck with us. Let me just go out in space. I got this jucklehead over here.
Thank
you.
To Cardi's point, if anybody's seen the worst of humans, it's Mags being in a concentration camp. He watched his family get gassed.
Listen, I'm for Mags. I'm all for him. I'm all for him. Again, don't get me wrong. I love him. I'm actually a radical. I will fight a motherfucker before I realize that I should have had a conversation. I have a different mentality in certain things sometimes. So from Mag's perspective, yes, I understand it. But I do know when you were taking shit entirely too far. I do know when you should have executed it a little bit better. However, Mag's daddy was right, and that's who I'm choosing. I'm sticking in it. And if he came today, I will be following him with the fuck shit. That's all I'm saying.
Well, actually, I'm glad you said that, because you actually brought up a very interesting caveat, and that's where I'm going next with it. His tactic versus his ideology. I actually got this from Venture Brothers and he wrote a status, and I was like, I didn't think of it like that. That's deep. Taffy knows I like to play devil's advocate. Usually I don't play devil's advocate as much against my own viewpoint. So this is me actually bringing up a devil's advocacy point against my own belief. Because I believe he ain't did shit wrong. As a matter of fact, should have did it sooner. But this right here, Magneto used his magnetism mutant power, Omega level, went to the North Pole because
to amplify it,
to put out a worldwide EMP. If you don't know what an EMP does, it basically shuts down all electronic devices in the world. If you saw episode 8, y'all saw the Sentinels go down. But here's the part that Venture brought up that fucked me up and made me I like blinked, but I was still like, fuck it, I don't care. But he said, we saw the Sentinels go down, but did we watch the planes go down?
Trains.
The trains that fell off the rail?
Cars.
The people who are on life support that died? The children on life support.
And Magneto.
I'm sorry, but did you see what they did to Genosha?
I did. Yeah. Now hold on.
That's what I
and
keep
in the comics,
let their gods
the
sort
tragedy
them
on
out.
Genosha is like 16 million people that they murdered.
Yeah.
Insane.
So here, but again,
he's willing to take that hit.
But that's what I want to ask the panel. Remember, Genosha, even as a UN nation, 16 million people. If we took the numbers of the world right now, 16 million in comparison to 9 billion, that he didn't do something that only affected America or the Sentinels worldwide. Because who did we see as that pulse went out? Silver Samurai,
Spider-Man.
Omega Red is out.
Omega Red.
Yeah.
Now that's daddy
But like I said, he's like, let their gods sort them out.
But it ain't even just Omega Red.
No. I want to know about your code.
Think about all the mutants that they got collared right now.
But I get all that. 16, no matter what, let's just say that there's 10% of the world's population is mutants. At 9 billion, that's 90 million or 900 million. 900 million.
900 million.
Let's say it's 900 million, and they're going to subjugate all of them because remember, Cable said for Charles's future to play out into a utopia, they're basically going to become slave labor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For the death toll that is going to be crazy in episode 9, are you still team Magneto, knowing the entire Earth, not America, the entire Earth is about to go at the mutants? Tef?
So, post AOT, I am very
dangerous to view.
Listen, no, because you know me, I'm a very, we could talk it out. We gonna debate about it.
And Aaron,
I fight as a last resort. I'm gonna throw hands.
Mm-hmm.
After Attack on Titan, I was like, I don't know. Sometimes niggas just gotta die. It gotta be what it be. Like, I don't know what the fucking I don't know what to fucking tell you. Like, if peace is not, because for humans, peace is not an option. Peace is extermination. And as somebody you're trying to exterminate, I can't let that stand. Like, if every white person in the city of Philadelphia decided that all the black people had to go, and we're like a black majority city, and they was like, if you push the button, all the white people on the East Coast go down, but all the black people will be spared. Them black people include my son, include my mother, include my father. Like, we all deserve to die.
Because you got to think about it. Eric is a 80-year-old man. He got 3 kids.
Yeah,
but they're all mutants.
Yeah,
and I don't even think Polaris
mutants too.
I don't even think Polaris is born at this point.
No, no, she's not.
No.
No, she's
Yeah,
not.
so it's just Pietro and
Wanda.
Wanda.
and Wanda. I mean, he ain't taking no L's family wise. So, Faye J, you still Team Eric?
Yes, I am. I'm a ride or die.
These humans.
I'm a ride or die. But I'm gonna just jump off of what Tuffy said. If tomorrow Biden was just like, yeah, so all the black people gotta go. All right. And we have a leader, and let's just say all the black people are mutants, all the minorities, we're all mutants. I'm gonna do
Side note, we are.
I'm just saying, I'm gonna
always have been.
of course, because that's how they see it. So I'm gonna do whatever it takes. So sorry to y'all. So sorry to that man. Don't know that man. So sorry to them kids. I'm so sorry. Fuck them kids at this point because y'all said
It's above me now.
It's above me now, right?
Above me.
Also, please don't forget, literally one of my best friends, one of my oldest friends, is Lily White, and I would hold her hand and be like, I love you.
Yep.
Like tears in my eyes,
be like
New Jack City. You gotta go, big dog. I love you.
No, because here's the one thing that I found, and Shaq in his profession, and I know me and mine, humans will always default to survival of the fittest. That Darwinian theory remains true in every instance, in every species on Earth. Maybe not individuals. Some people are willing to take the sacrifice, but as a whole, we will fight tooth and nail to survive. Now, again, you're a young mutant. You're outnumbered by 90% of the Earth. Shaq, are you still Team Eric?
For me, it falls into my similar circumstance in my profession that if you desire to pick up the sword, you're planning to die by it too. I'm not gonna break your hand if you ain't pick up that sword.
I love when he talked that shit, boy. I tell you. BK.
Yes, I'm still Team Magneto because I feel like it's the same as just y'all know I said over and over mutants are black people because we are literally oppressed for hundreds of years till today. Still, I don't care what nobody say. We may have rights, we may have certain things in it, but we are still oppressed and we are still not free. So at the end of the day, the reason why I love Xmen so much is because I'm going to keep tying it to Black history. I'm going to keep tying it to people that look like me. I'm going to keep tying it to us because this, growing up and watching this at a young age in the early 90s, it was like, yo, I felt connected and I didn't know why. As I got older and learned, you just like, bruh. But when it come down to it, I have the ideology of Magneto. I do want all the black people all around the world to go somewhere and start our own country, or we all just go back to Africa and build up Africa. We have people in every field. We can do it, but it's just we have to be collective that way because globally, no one likes us. We are the mutants of the real world. Nobody likes us where we go. People want to be a nigga until it's time to be a nigga.
So,
and at that time, we gotta be niggas and we gotta survive.
How Kevin Hart said in 40-Year-Old Virgin? No, how my dudes say, old dudes say, okay, want your nigga? You got your nigga now.
You want nigga here.
You want nigga here now. This is what it is.
And I don't mean to be contrarian. Actually, I do, because that's kind of what I do. I only contest you in that we're not liked globally. There are more people of color globally than there are white people.
True.
And that's the only thing
once again proving we're the mutants. We're the mutants.
Also, black people are the original people.
But black
in
people,
our world.
Wait, hold on. I'm about to make it even more nuanced. I just said this to somebody today. Not even amongst black people are we, all of us, black. For real. We're African Americans, which makes us different than even our own black people. That's why it's harder for us. We have zero identity. Zero. I don't look, y'all can miss me with America is our identity. Nah, that's some bullshit. We can't trace our lineage back. I cannot know where my roots come from and my family line. Just the same way most mutants don't know where they got the X gene from. Deep, right? Because there's a point in the birth line, where everybody
why I
goes,
fuck with you, Kurt. Because
we
here.
Think about that.
But we do know it
Everybody's
comes from the
human.
father
Everybody's
side, right?
human. And then all of a sudden this X gene starts popping up. And now it splits the lineage. They're different than us. They're not the same as us. Even though we're human, it came out of a human, doesn't matter. It's got an X gene. So now it's a different thing, completely different, even if we look the fuck alike. So even for black people, yeah, we look alike. You are black, I'm African, you're African, but you one of them African Americans. You got an X gene, and you're not like us, but we know that you are us. So really, we get ostracized. So when I think of mutants, and I'm gonna go to Chris because I'll be on my soapbox all day with this shit. But when I think of mutants, I think of African Americans. How many African Americans are really in America? Maybe 300 million. Maybe.
We're a very small percentage of the world.
Right. So we would literally need the rest of the world
With
to
the
rise up
biggest
with us
influence.
for a cause they don't really give a damn because they didn't go through the transatlantic slave trade. Think about that. Nobody on earth gives a fuck but us.
I would say the whole Western Hemisphere of black people. So you got not just us, you got black
Nah,
Mexicans and black South Americans. They descendants of slaves too. And so the Caribbean and culture and all that. So just the Western Hemisphere.
And
They're
in Europe,
not
yeah.
black.
And so there are some that
They're
don't
not
say
black
that, too.
American. Let's say that.
They're not
Right.
black.
Exactly.
They're
Yeah,
not black American.
That part.
Right.
That.
And that's why I only mean
Wait, pause. They're still Americans. You got North and South. So they're not black.
They're black.
United
They're not
States
black
people.
North Americans.
Yeah, they're North American.
They're not
Mexico is part of
United
North
Statesians.
America.
I don't
Mexico and Canada black.
United States.
know. United States. I'm gonna go to Teffy, then I'm gonna go down to Chris because I want to get Chris's. Go ahead, Teff.
No, I'm saying like, well, no, it doesn't totally equate that way because the transatlantic slave trade was all over the world. Like, and so like it's still much more. It's still a much bigger scale, and paring it down to just being black Americans, I think is cool. Like when you play in like with numbers because the smaller numbers are easier to calculate. But I don't want to downplay the impact of like what it would be for like that world and for that universe. Like when you see at the end of the episode where like Beast is trying to track all those fucking human cyborg sentinel things and you see the entire globe start to light up, that's frightening.
Yeah,
like it's not just us in this little bubble. And like Genosha was, and like even like Genosha's side, like to see all those people out to get you all over. Well, and people who, and it's so poignant as somebody who has faced discrimination in the workplace. People who are next to you, people who smile in your face, people are supposed to be nice to you, people who are supposed to care whether you do.
Where's
don't
the church
do,
organs?
people
Where
you
are the
pass
church organs?
That's what I'm saying. People that you pass every day on the street
Silent
that you
racist.
say what's up to are more literally volunteered for, and maybe they didn't 100% know what they were.
No.
signing up
I want.
for, but,
No, hold on, Teff. I wanted to say that. No, yes, you are. They knew, and he said without telling them the details, but they knew what they were signing up for.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like the nuance of people every day that you pass that are out to get you. Like I said, Aaron Yeager wasn't wrong, bro. Like if peace not really an option, I don't know what else you want me to do, because laying down and dying it ain't it.
Listen, and I'm gonna go to Chris next. Teffy, you literally took the thought right out my goddamn head that every one of them sentinels were volunteers of people who wanted to suppress mutants. Yeah. They knew I would have the power to defeat, capture, kill a mutant. He said, I didn't tell him the process and how this. I didn't tell him what goes into the cake, but they knew there was gonna be a fucking cake. So that means everywhere on that where that thing lit up was a volunteer to eradicate you. I thought the most poignant thing was when the parents, these two they sitting on the couch watching
three kids.
With their
three kids.
With their kids.
I'm not gonna hold you. If one of them kids lit up,
No,
I was-
that's what I'm glad they was ethical enough to not involve children. I'm so happy. I was like, please.
I don't think Disney would have allowed the children to be one of them because that would have been accurate. Because there's some people out here that would have weaponized their kids.
children.
Right? Chris, I will never get to you if I don't
Yeah.
get to you like that. No, they weaponize their kids right now. Chris,
I'm sorry. Well,
please let me get Fury up in this before.
So
I said it
here's
on
the
the
thing.
show Wednesday. This is how racism doesn't die because the
They keep
people that you
indoctrinating
think
their
are
kids.
dying out are not dying out before they're passing on their bullshit. So having the children light up or even like lit up halfway would have still been like fucking.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Chris. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Something would have kicked off. So knowing what we know as a young mutant, even as a young mutant, as a teenager, you still would have been sided with Magneto. Be like, yeah, I'm not on this fuck shit.
Yeah.
They in Magneto's defense, he's like, I have given them chance after chance after chance. They have lied in my face after I gave them the warning. I turned myself in without recourse to answer for my crimes,
to be collared,
and still we are here at this position. Fuck them. I'm taking my people. We gonna stop this shit.
What did he say? Chris, what did he say? When he got to the North Pole, what's the one word he said?
He said enough.
Shiver.
He is tired of the bullshit. He's like when Val Cooper looked him in the face.
I try to pray.
I know that's right, Shaq.
My niggas tried me.
Val Cooper looked him dead in the face, and she said, "I did not know it would be this bad." Bitch, you are still responsible.
Yeah,
you are still responsible for it. I turned myself in without fight. You are letting me go because of your guilt. Fuck you too.
I like when he said, and he said it calmly, so you know you're in trouble.
Like that.
First of all, he went to the North Pole without even putting on pants.
He said, "Fuck the outfit. I probably got another one."
His rage warmed his heart as he pulled the trigger.
Nah, he was warm from anger.
He's in there. You don't. No, he said, "You go
out here in his skivvies."
He said, "You gonna see these balls before the world is done."
Magneto also ain't got no ass. I just want y'all.
And that's because it all went to Charles. What
did you say? He double caked up on a she on Thursday.
Why didn't nigga
I'm with
like he squat? Like
I'm with Magneto because it's like, dude, what else do you want? Like, Charles, I get it. It's a commendable idea that you want people to live amongst each other. That's beautiful. However, they ain't gonna change.
Yeah, wait, hold on.
I mean, how commendable can you be when you know you was feeling much fucking better and then boom, boom, pow, you fucking forgot to come home.
Yeah. Okay, you up there getting waxed and everything.
With that Burdissy, and you fucking forgot us.
Magneto has gotten to the point that he, as Wolverine stated, he really did it. He declared war on the
and look how calm Wolverine did it. But he cracked the beer. He was just
you know what?
He finally did it.
I challenge Wolverine on that. Was it really Magneto that declared war? I think Trask. I think they waged the war. Mm-hmm. He's just responding to it.
Mm-hmm. Because Trash,
we were minding our business.
Because Trash helped Bastion do that to Genosha.
Right. Yeah. I was the war had already war had been started since the first episode. Like y'all doing everything in your power. We just trying to exist to survive.
I'm
like,
at the mall, minding my own natural ass business.
Remember, I want y'all to go back to Xmen 97. Who was the general during that war? The war in the future, Magneto was. Mm-hmm. Remember when he was like, we got to get the general. Mm-hmm. Magneto was the general then. Yep. So this was the course of action.
And at one point, I'm sorry, Kurt. At one point, Magneto didn't want to get involved. He was just like, no, why are y'all coming here with this shit? Because y'all not going to do what I tell y'all to do. You're not going to do what I expect you to do. We're going to be back at the same point again later on. And the only thing that pushed him forward was something that Hank said, and it was in reference to his children, what could happen to his children in the future. And that changed Magneto's mind. And that's the only reason why he went forward with that episode. But in case people didn't see it, it's
deep. No. Y'all need to be following Bo on Twitter because he actually
breaks it down. Oh my God.
He does.
tells
He
you
explains
exactly what to do. Look, he dropped who Bastion's mom was. And when you recognize where she is in this space and place, she was dealing with racist people all around. So for Bastion to be apathetic to people ain't no surprise.
I mean, people are terrible, so
yeah, exactly. Woo. So all right,
I've been dealing with this mutant shit since I was introduced. That it just told I'm like, I'm black, I'm a mutant. Fuck it.
Yeah,
I'm enjoying it.
It resonates with us.
Exactly.
But to some of the black, okay, we got the black side out. Let's get a little bit to the nerd shit, then I'm gonna kick it over to Faye J. The cameos in this episode.
Woo!
I want to ask each person, who was the star of this episode for you? I think everybody gonna say the same thing, but you never know. I'm gonna start with BK. Who was the star for you?
That's hard. Because I got two.
I almost had. Stop
it was so close. It was so close.
No,
I thought
so
Disney.
close.
I was like, don't say it, Kurt.
It's hard because like Wolverine and Nightcrawler. Like,
no, you only got to pick one.
Oh, that it is hard because they snapped this episode.
You just say it's difficult.
It's very difficult. Okay,
thank you,
man. I wasn't even thinking like that this time, but
I love you. Come
on,
on,
God. I'm gonna go with shit. Well, I'm gonna go with the blue nigga.
All right, Kurt, Chris,
cameo.
Not necessarily who anybody that was in that episode. Who was the star for you?
Who's the star?
Who shine brightest?
Whoo! See, now that's a good one.
Yeah,
that's why it's gonna be between Logan and Kurt because they
finally let Wolverine do his thing, and Kurt was Kurt.
Logan was not phased in midair. He was like, "This is just a normal Wednesday for me."
Listen, the major room drills be drilling.
Yo, Taff, say that.
This was Capcom. This was Capcom versus.
But we got opponents in the chat. I bet.
Say less. So come on,
chat's live. Let's get it.
You gotta pick one. Yeah, I know it ain't.
It's not easy.
Anytime you could say, I got 6 reasons, bub, and then your brother shows up and says, no, 9.
Listen, let me tell you something. If you my friend and you not there to bring 2 swords in your hand and one in your ass, I don't want to fuck with you.
Was it in his ass?
I'm there to whoop some ass.
Sword was in his ass. What about Disney, Kurt?
You could have made a whole different reference. I'm so disappointed.
Completely
because I still got to
right
be
there.
me. I got to be me.
Magneto moves. I tell you.
Come on, Chris. I'm gonna come back to you then. Not unless you can make a business decision.
Fuck, I'm gonna go with Kurt. I'm gonna go with Kurt because
I know y'all. Come on,
and I'm gonna tell you why. It's that whole battle.
That's all
the prison pocket.
The Banff moment, which we've never seen from that angle.
Not true. Did you know that?
X2?
Hold on. I'm glad that you brought that up. Actually, because hold on. I know I got it here. Or I don't, and now I have to look. Oh no, I got it. This is Kurt's moment. Oh wait, no, maybe I don't have it. Fuck it, I'll get it. That moment was only seen once, like you said, in X2, but they absolutely did it better.
Yeah,
in Xmen 97. I'll play the video that I got for it, but
the fact that Logan, he's like. You could tell he was hanging on for dear life. He was just like, but I've done this. I don't like it, but I've done it before.
His eyes was like, oh.
All right, Shaq, talk to me.
I think the MVP of this was Dominic Toretto, because nothing's more powerful.
It's the
Oh my
nigga
god!
shit I be talking.
Wait.
Our family was strong.
It's when you
I
realize
like it.
that.
No, the summer. I'll take the Summers family as
did
an
their
answer.
thing.
It's
They
when
did
you
their thing.
realize that.
No, I'm including them plus Nightcrawler when he was defending Rogue.
It's when you realize that
Ah.
Jerry from Rick and Morty grew some balls and is actually Scott Summers. It's when you realize it's the same dude.
Stop.
No, they
No,
stop.
it's
They
not.
gonna stop
No,
this
it's
Scott
not.
Summer
Stop.
disrespect.
I'm
Oh,
not
wait,
disrespecting Scott.
You
Speaking
literally
of that, speaking of Scott Summers,
I can save myself, Curtis. You don't gotta do this to me. We already had the conversation. So last time I was on here, I talked mad shit about Scott because I fucking hate Cyclops. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I hate y'all fan base. Y'all piss me the fuck off. Y'all swear he's the guy, the end all be all. He's not, but I will give him some fucking credit. The last 3 episodes he's been putting in fucking work, and I was like, I actually like this motherfucker. Oh,
You said, you was like, you ain't that bad.
clap it up.
We converted her, y'all. We converted her.
She ain't say all that. She said, she said, nigga, you doing a good job.
Right, he's doing a good job.
I mean, Storm's still gonna come home and cuss
She
him
won't
out.
let me
It's
get
like-
no win. She gonna be
Right,
like,
right. I just want to say this. I apologize, BK. Shiv is not here. Shaq and Kurt, because I talk mad shit, and I apologize to
did.
y'all because he definitely came through these last 3 episodes, and I thoroughly enjoyed him on these last 3 episodes. So to all the Scott Cyclops fans, fuck y'all, but I got you.
Fuck
I
y'all
got
all day.
fuck
respect
y'all.
for you.
So if AJ keep it locked, who was your all-star?
Oh, it was Kurt. Now I'm a big Wolverine fan. I would ride with him to death, and I love how they gave him this part to shine. But it was the moment where Kurt was popping in and popping out, teleporting these motherfuckers in and out, and the 3 swords with the violin, masterpiece. Fucking masterpiece.
I'm gonna let Teffy. I mean, y'all can already guess who it was to me because when he hit the bookshelf and the swords dropped,
That's when I got excited.
I just want to say this real quick. This gives me such childhood vibes. Me and FJ were talking about how good it is plus the nostalgia. I ran out of work Wednesday to run home. I ain't ran home for a cartoon since middle school. You get what I mean? I ran home. And when I say them swords hit the ground, I jumped and yo, that's my nigga.
I watched it on the bus. Look. I
Lost
watched
my
it on
mind.
the bus on the way to work.
And I
was
didn't
on the
even know
bus
how
like
good it was
this.
going to get. Because like she said, once the music hit, it was a Teffy, who was your all-star?
He said, let me stop.
Yeah, because you see, I'm trying to, I want y'all to get your shot. I'm hyped for this.
Wait, did we see the bull? Who's I can't believe Bastion.
Yeah. I thought Bastion had really great moments.
I really love a villain with conviction because it makes them like really like it makes you want to believe the bullshit they're talking about. Like, and I wasn't familiar with his character previously, so this was a whole new level of like fuck.
Yeah, everybody was like, "Who the fuck is this?"
Yeah, he's a technopath. Like this.
So and I always find those characters like super duper interesting. And the Xmen, like, nigga, when do y'all not fuck with your own timeline? Can we just what the fuck is going on here? It was a lot, but I did really like his character. Since y'all made fun of me, I like Kurt, but I'm not gonna get into it. Whatever. Scott
got a little moist in there. Huh?
Listen, Scott's still a bitch, but he was on his big daddy. We a family. Don't fuck with him.
He did a big one.
Yeah, listen. Actually, when he cussed Gene out in that episode where they was doing the interviews, and he was like, "Bitch, do you love me or do you love the idea of me?" I was like, "No, God, Scott trick."
Listen,
sir.
The Summers. These niggas, they showed up.
They showed up.
I'm glad they stopped making Gene faint at every little thing.
Yeah,
I love that. She's been conscious the whole series. Like,
but then remember, there's Madeline, and then there's Jean. So
Like, who was really doing the fainting?
right. Let's
That's still up in the air.
remember. And I just
Because
wanna
she was
say-
a clone.
I know, and I don't want to make it drawn out. But if you go to the end of very end, there's that moment where Charles is like my X-Men, fuck this nigga, because I'm so mad at him. And I pointed out to Kurt, you see that's Madeline. That's not Jean, because we
That
just
show
saw
is.
Jean. We just saw Jean.
That
And
show
I
is
also point
Madeline.
this out. Storm, Hank, and Cyclops, their reaction to him, you actually see them react. Madeline, you don't see her react, but you know that she's still present. So is it possible that she's still alive?
Yeah.
I just want to point that
Well,
out.
here's the interesting thing, Faye. I delved a little deep into that theory, right? Also, take notice. We don't know where in the timeline this is, but we know Mother just got her new headdress, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that means that's recent. That's today.
Mm-hmm.
So that means if he had a psychic link,
Mm-hmm.
Jean, in that same episode, remember, this is her hair.
Yep. She had a different fit.
She was
Yeah.
tired. She was tired. She had a tired.
She had a different fit
Look,
and a
that-
different and a ponytail.
She's been wearing her ponytail ever since the
Yeah.
Madeline died.
So that could very well
Yeah.
mean Madeline
Yeah.
is still alive.
Listen,
I've
I
been
y'all
playing here.
listen. I go by comic book movie rules. If I don't see a body, they
Yep.
still on the table.
And even if you see a body, they're gonna bring it back. Don't
Right.
worry.
Facts.
So
With the
Look,
X-Men,
I'm
absolutely.
like real quick, Kurt. You talking about running home? I'm talking about 6:30 in the morning. I'm at work, pulled out the iPad, eating Pop-Tarts. I ain't doing
that's
shit
Sunday.
right now.
That's Saturday morning vibes.
Look,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
that's what I
just
did.
like
Mhm.
I'm gonna be late today.
Yeah.
Uh,
And I feel bad.
I'm gonna be
because,
late
listen,
today.
we got so many. I got so many clips, and then we just. I love the talking, but I just want to show. To Chris's point, there's only one other instance where his BAMF has ever been shown, and I'm.
that shit
on.
gives me chills, man.
How the cartoon
It
doing
gives
it better
me
than the
fucking
damn live
chills.
action?
It was Fox.
It was
Valid.
Wait, that was the remake John with where it was played by the young bull, wasn't it?
yeah,
Because I was about to say, because in the X2 it looks way better.
Mhm.
Yeah, X2 looks way better.
yeah. That I can't think of his name right now, but he like
Cody
the way he
Smith
was
McPhee.
the way he was bopping around. Yeah, that was slick.
But
That version,
They
though,
spent all
yeah.
that fucking money to make Evan Peters Quicksilver look amazing, and then fucked out on. I'm mad all over.
you know how
again.
that be.
Goddamn.
But they're finally giving Kurt his flowers. That's one of the reasons why everybody mostly selected him, and one of the reasons why is he all the way through episode 8 has been the preacher moral compass. And I kind of wanted to give a highlight of why we love Kurt.
There is no love without sin. For love is best measured in what we forgive. How could Remy, so tuned to potential, fail to see how his sins had made him into a hero? Every gambler has a tell. Modesty was Gambit's, and her confusion is only natural. But she did not cause Gambit or Magneto to be killed. She helped them live. Instead, unlike our mother, we chose not to abandon each other, to let go of the past, and simply be family. Blood is blood. Family is a choice.
Brother nigga, get the collection plate around on that side. Nigga, get it around on that side.
Listen,
Woo! That
If
boy
I-
good.
listen. If I go back to church, I'm going to Kurt's.
Right?
I'm just saying.
I wanna-
First
I do-
Ebenezer, Eric Magnus, Charles Xavier, Presbyterian on the third rock from the Sun Tabernacle, First Presbyterian, 2 dips and a stick.
Oh my god.
Grab them fucking sticks.
He's a devout Catholic, by the way.
I don't care.
This is what I love about X-Men, and I'm not and Kurt, you know, I'm a straight out Marvel whore. I'm reading these books for forever. Their team dynamic is way tighter than the Avengers.
because they're family.
Yep.
Yeah.
When they go into battle, they got that shit together.
But you know what? That's because what did he say? Family that chose each other.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And remember, these are people who are taught in a school. Imagine if you were able to be in school with your team. I think Omar from Black Nerd Problem said it best. These isn't a superhero team. These are freedom fighters.
Mm-hmm.
So since birth, this is all that they know. Like they are literally raised for battle.
From puberty.
Y'all remember Marvel Alliance, the video game?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
One of the best things about that video game was the joint attacks that you could do. That's where you get Iron Man hitting Cap shield and deflecting it somewhere else.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers in the danger room every week.
I was about to say, and it was funny because it didn't matter which two X-Men you paired up; they all had one.
We got a kill move for you.
Right.
Like, just let you know.
We didn't see Bishop wasn't even with them that long, and him and Scott charged me up. What?
All right, when he threw Wolverine during Goblin Queen's attack, like that natural reaction.
It's second nature.
Wolverine. When he charged up his claws.
And Gambit Wolverine, them danger room exercises been working.
They do this.
Like, yeah.
Ooh, all right, y'all. God damn, I'm rushing.
It's drama over the muffins and the beignets, but when it come down to getting busy.
All right, take us through it.
All right, so basically the beginning of the episode is masking manipulation, where we see Valerie. We find out that Valerie, Sinister, and Bastion are working together. And the manipulation basically is to get Magneto by himself, because fortunately for us, Magneto is the magnetic power that we need to dismantle the Sentinels. Well, the Sentinels, sorry about that. So that was the focus of the beginning of it. It's telling you what is going to happen, why that gets to this ending part right here. His magnetism straight knocked out every Sentinel there was, but also sent around emissions throughout the world. The rewrite in the DNA and the imitation of life is where we focus on how they're changing these people who are connected to others in the realm. And they're turning them into Sentinels to take them out. So these are people, we already talked about it, that's close to the mutants, people that you wouldn't really expect. You're changing their
butler, like the butler.
Yep, and you're rewiring and rewriting everything in their life so they can take out a mutant next to them, close to them for whatever reason. And it goes into play about Bastion's the painting that he did that his was that his mother? I can't even remember.
It was.
It was his mom.
That she showed Jean and Scott and good old Gable, Cable, until they was just watching her sit there for no reason. I don't know why they
Can I just tell you, I was on edge that whole scene because I was like, this is the It Chapter 2 John with the old lady. I was
it was about to
waiting
get
for
ugly.
Shorty to snap.
When she said, my son told me y'all was coming tomorrow.
Yeah.
When Cable said, let's play along, I was like, don't play.
No, I didn't expect her to change.
Apathy or monster, hate and humanity. Basically, that's that breakdown of Bastion. Like he basically said in there, what did Valerie said something to him, and he was just like, well, I was born this way. I am a monster. And he talked about his hate and humanity towards mutants. He talked about that. And if you remember Nimrod, I'm gonna call it mutant sperm or alien sperm, was injected into father's ear.
Nanoid jizz.
Yeah, the little jizz was given right to the dad in the ear. So there was that moment that prepares you for everything else, because Nimrod has been seen at the beginning, the very first episode where Madeline had that premonition. He was shown again in, I believe, episode 6 and again in episode 8. So Nimrod is a huge point right there. Family, 6 reasons why. Let's make that 9. Family is a big part of X-Men. We all know this. We just talked about this. The family dynamic is so strong between each and every one of them. Their fight right here just to protect Rogue meant so much. You could just see it. Kirk even looked at Rogue during this fight. Was just like, this is my girl. I got to protect her at all costs. And then there's the Summers family. We saw them come together because remember, Jean is not Cable's mother. It's Madeline. So now Jean is trying to become this mother figure that she didn't think that she could be, but she's ordered him around on that plane. They talked about that. She was like, go ahead, get in the bag. Where's your seatbelt? She stepped into that mother role extra hard when she felt like she couldn't connect with him. In that conversation with Kirk, she said that I had everything that I could see everything that Madeline was going through. I can feel it, but he's not really mine. He's hers. He has her blood. And then, of course, Kurt made that statement, blood is blood, but family is a choice. So
can I jump in real quick?
Go ahead.
I just wanted to make point. A lot of y'all might not realize this, but Scott Summers has 3 baby mamas and 10 kids. Did you hear what I just said? Scott has 3 baby moms,
just like his daddy.
Listen, and 10 kids. If you could include all alternate realities, he didn't raise most of them, but he definitely is becoming cool dad of the year. And he always wears shades, and he owns a motherfucking Porsche. I'm just saying. I'm not saying Scott's black.
I'm surprised he didn't look at Cable like, this is a drop top. You didn't have to take this.
Right?
off.
Yeah. He
also.
I said, "Dang, just not the Porsche."
Also, Cable big as a house. I ain't saying shit to that.
He's not trying to be up by his own progeny. What you talking?
Listen, he was like, I guess. All right, go ahead, Faye J. Let me get back. Let me get back up.
Sorry, guys. All right, bullying the underdog. This was said by Bastion himself, and the mutants are the underdogs. They do everything to terrorize, to tear mutants down, to break the community apart, and it's a part of their repetitive history, which when we get into those last few minutes of the episode, Valerie is giving her statement, and she's basically saying that she's seen this happen before. She was not surprised that this happened. This is a repetition. Am I saying the word right?
Repetitive.
Yeah, whatever. Of history. Sorry, guys. And she said that she's not shocked that it happened because it's part of the past, present, and the future.
Can I want to circle back to one of your other points. The apathy, how Bastion weaponized humanity's apathy towards mutants and saying like, well, they don't care because it's not them. And it's this conversation that we've had about allyship, performative and otherwise, that if you are not actively combating systemic oppression, you are passively supporting it. Yeah. So the apathy of humans against mutants is what allows this systemic terror, this cyclical horror to continue across many different timelines over and over and over again, and why we have such a problem dismantling systemic oppression in our own real lives.
Yeah. Because when your skin's not in the game, apathy's your answer.
Listen, to Teffy's point, that quote right there, what I loved about what Bastion did, he said, y'all martyred Charles. Mm-hmm. So that was the bullying the underdog. Yep. And what did people do? It instantly changed the dynamic to how people felt about mutants. And they began to jump on their side. But what's deep is, and it makes you look at the worldview of things, he caused the genocide. He specifically said to overload our senses. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that it's like, oh, this is just too much for me to I have to shut down. All I'm gonna say is look at what's going on in the world. Look at what they're overloading us with. And then ask yourself, what is it that they're doing behind the scenes to make you have to be apathetic enough to let them do it? Mm-hmm. Go ahead, BK. Your mic ain't on, bro.
Mic check.
There you go. Yeah. All right. So you have to also think that Bastion is so smart and so calculated from history of Nimrod and Master Mode and everything, to the point that the genocide of Genosha is a fixed point in all timelines. Yeah. That would never ever change across the multiverse. That is
shout out to Owatu in the corner watching it happen.
That like just the bullshit. But that's
like if you go back and watch it, you can see his silhouette. He really is.
Yeah,
that covered it in but that's how you know it's a fixed point. because
It's
he
a
watched
fixed
it.
point. The fact that Bastion created a fixed point in time that would never change is like this dude. Like he knew what was going to happen. He calculated the future so that across multiple timelines, his ideology, his thing will always happen, and that's scary when you think about who he is as a person. Like, bruh, you literally have got your way in the entire multiverse. That would never change.
And to your point, BK, if there's that part in the beginning of the episode where Cable is saying, I've tried to go into the future. I've tried to fix it. I've tried to change it. And something keeps pulling me back. There is something that Bastion put onto it. That's it.
Yeah.
It messed up the timeline in general. There's nobody that can change it right now. Cable couldn't even go back and fix it. And he tried.
And when we start talking about fixed points, there are 3 in the MCU: Stephen Strange and his wife, Genosha's destruction, and the death of Uncle Ben,
or May Parker,
or May Parker, or someone that's close to Spider-Man that has that,
or
that's
Uncle,
his moral compass,
or Miles' uncle. You know, somebody close to you.
Listen, those are the only 3 fixed points that alter the course of all timelines. So that's how that this is what they're building to. And
for all time, always TVA.
listen, this is what opened up. We got I think this is the most cameos we had in one episode.
Yeah.
Before you even get into this cameo,
we
just say I'm tired of y'all putting Juggernaut on here like y'all didn't see morph into this motherfucker. Y'all got also down. He's not in a cameo. He just morphed into him.
I agree. You're not gonna get an argument out of me, but this is the graphic that they circulate it. You got Juggernaut actually morph, Omega Red, which is the original nemesis of Sabretooth and Wolverine, and actually the reason why they hate each other. You have Baron von Zemo. You have seen him in the Captain America television series and in the MCU.
That's who the fuck that is.
Yeah.
Could not figure that shit out for my life.
I got you. Red Skull's little minion. He took over the Nazi party and all that other stuff. Polaris is the youngest daughter of Magneto, and you saw her being a part of the slave labor. Mother Ascani, which is actually Rachel Summers, which is Scott's Summers.
Literally the redhead stepchild.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. They treat her bad. William Stryker, y'all are familiar with William Stryker. He's Wolverine. He was a part of the Weapon X program, and we saw him in a lot of the Wolverine flashbacks and whatnot. He's the one who led that program. And then there's the Samurai, who is actually another nemesis of Wolverine. And they were fighting over his girlfriend. And the last 2 people need no goddamn introduction. Of course, I'm going to take the most popular last, but the ruler of Latveria, my personal favorite.
When he literally said, despite my collusion, this shit's messy.
When Doom say you on some bullshit, you are on some bullshit. He said, make sure y'all send memos before you do some bullshit like that again. And of course, literally, fanboys across the world lost their shit when they saw their savior back on the screen. And it has caused a ripple effect for Marvel because right now they're lobbying for a Spider-Man 98. Unfortunately, at the moment, there's nothing in the works for Spider-Man 98, but y'all know nerds.
It can be done.
It can be done.
It can be done. Like let's face it, in those original runs, Fox Kids.
So I'm gonna ask y'all a really tough question at the end of this stream. And it's gonna fuck with your little nerd brains, and I can't wait to see how you answer. But let's just round this out because we got about.
Will it fuck with my brain more than the actual origin of Bastion?
Yes. Okay. Yeah, because that's a lot going on.
It's a lot.
There's a lot of going back, and once you start getting into time travel and birthing creatures of time travel,
and Siege Perilous, and
creating parasitic viruses.
Yeah. Like she said, the nanite jizz really bothered me in the ear, though.
In the
I mean,
ear.
it worked for
In the
Terry
ear.
McGinnis,
All of his
so
legs
why not?
went right into the side of his face.
It did work for Terry McGinnis. DC did it first. You're right.
Damn.
Like there are so many
He
other ways
used a
to
syringe
do
though
that,
for Terry's
though.
dad.
So a couple quick things. One, Scott Summers owns a Porsche and keeps it in black of his third multi-million-dollar military grade jet.
For
That's
the
kind of
record, the
White
X-Men aren't
privilege.
exactly broke because Charles is rich and
As
Scott's a
hell.
trust fund baby
I
by him being
mean,
his first son.
even though Charles is rich, he left these motherfuckers and showed up last and talking about some wicked idea.
Also,
For what? Why are you here?
Welcome to me, my X-Men. Nigga, you missed the fight.
yeah.
Where the hell have you been?
I think this meme was my favorite meme. To the Professor X Summers. I hope I'm not too late, everyone. Charles, we are tired.
Okay.
We are tired. I wish I could push back. We gonna push this 20 minutes. They're gonna be mad at me.
so
Go ahead, Tell, because we got 20 minutes.
okay, I know. So to the point of Professor X coming back, Fantastic Frankie made a point in her video that I did not get to finish watching because I wasn't caught up at the time. But she said the slogan "Magneto was right" is not like this victorious, self-righteous.
Yeah, I saw that video.
order.
I don't agree with her.
It's not. It's this like victorious, self-righteous like declaration because Magneto being right is ultimately like admitting like our own defeat in a way, or admitting Charles is like a defeat of.
Yes,
the
he's
idea.
wrong. I saw the video.
Sir, they didn't though. Thanks. And that it's not something that we should be like, that we should not be reveling in, because Magneto being right means that there's more fighting, that there's more death, that there's still more danger, that there's
Kurt,
still
you took a
so
shit,
much-
Kurt, like Wolverine. did after
Sacrifices
that
must be
battle.
made.
Yes, we going to war.
But
Sacrifices
war
must be
is
made.
not. Oh my god! But war is the thing we've been trying. Is war?
They
is what
literally
we
stabbed
wanted
him in the
to
back.
avoid that we didn't
Charles,
want the whole
I mean,
time.
I agree with you to a certain extent. I don't agree with Frankie. I actually didn't agree with the video. I seen it, but I will say I understand where you're coming from. But they took out a whole world of
No. And that's I'm kind of circling back around. So Charles being
Circle
like,
faster because we ain't got a whole lot of time.
Sure, I'd be there if you wouldn't keep interrupting me. Thanks. So to Charles's part being like, I hope I'm not too late. Nigga, you could have stayed where the fuck you was at for all of that, because late is you being there right after the bombing of Genosha. Like late is you being there right before the bombing of Genosha. My nigga. Late is like not the fucking word. And like that's why
Teffy, it's a fixed point. You just said it.
But I'm saying like the idea of like being late is fucking crazy, which is why at the beginning of the show I said, oh, I'm going the fuck home, because this nigga, I've been following you this whole time, trying to do things the right way, the mostly peaceful way. The X-Men too busy fucking and sucking and arguing with each other to worry about my neighborhood. Now this nigga Magnus is like, Annie up, niggas, we going to war. Nigga, didn't war this whole motherfucking time. I'm tired. I want to go lay down.
X-Men are
No, we can't.
want to lay down, Tough, because
No.
at this point the Sentinels are around. You're on your
Ain't
own.
no lane.
You're
Tef,
ready to set up.
hold on. Tef, are you forgetting there is no laying down? You know why? Because this is a great example of why you can't lay down. They didn't just, they're not trying to just kill. Remember, they're not killing mutants. That's not their purpose. They want to enslave mutants. Death would be kinder. They're looking to enslave them. That's the thing. You want to rest now? Well, then you'll work for the rest of your life and the generations. That's why I don't agree with Frank.
Rather die on my feet than live on my knees.
What we fitting to do? Do it Charles's way and end up in the utopia where we're slave labor? I think the fuck not.
Which was
Exactly.
wild when they show that part, and it's just like, oh yeah, Charles made this utopia. I see slave work. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Right. They don't look happy.
Which
They
is
say,
crazy.
it's more.
Crazy
He was like,
part
it's
about it
more.
is that's what those bitches up in space is doing. Colonizing, making
why he
slaves.
attacked them.
Them whole fucking horse people was just slaves, gardeners and shit. That was wild.
To me, what was really telling was when Sunspot's mother gave her baby up just because she didn't want
Her
to.
reputation.
And somebody said that's liberals.
Yeah.
They do this performative fundraising when the money's involved, but anything that affect the money, and it really you got to really put skin in the game. Then it's like,
And she just let them
formative ally.
That's why Jubilee seen the bullshit coming.
Yeah, she did.
She's seen it coming, and when the fact that you watch your child come in and say, "Yo, these people are trying to kill me," and they come in and say, "Oh, we're not trying to kill them."
He didn't even give no argument.
You had your guns on me.
It was the mom.
We're not trying to kill nobody. You talking about?
Right.
It
That's
was her
exactly
looking
what
around.
happened.
She read the room and was like, all right, if I
Yeah.
turn the pen, it's all good.
Just-
It's good.
I'm
I'm
like,
spending money.
Who cared about
She was like,
the
the checks
money?
from the
She
dry
cared
up.
about the money.
Yeah.
Listen,
She chose her money over her son.
and to me, a lot of people are doing that. I want to get into yes, X-Men fans, Mother hasn't arrived yet, and y'all are losing your complete shit.
It's okay.
Stop scrolling. My mom is missing and I need your help. Please spread the word. Every day that passes makes it harder to find her.
Thank God you're here. Where have you been, bitch? Where have you bloody been?
Yo, wait.
I got to play that one again.
Thank God you're here. Where have you been, bitch? Where have you bloody been?
Look,
Can we make a bet on who's gonna say it in the show?
I put it like this. To me, I understand the holdout because her return is going to be
epic,
amazing.
If y'all thought her giving people the forecast was something, oh no. We talking about the goddess.
She come in.
We talking about Mother.
Full
Looks like her powers.
She about to have a whole gay ballroom entrance.
I was about to say she finna come and popping that thing.
She finna come pumping. Okay,
Like
they
fucking
say
butt-
tip through. Storm about to tip through.
So
Said no bust down middle part inches. Okay,
It's giving Beyonce and Janelle Monáe all in one.
all in one. Yeah.
All in one.
We have 2 episodes left, and thanks to BK, I want to give him his props because I was not for it.
I knew we had to do it. I knew
we gonna pull up every Friday 7:00 to review the last episode up until the finale. So that you get this is episode 1. You're gonna get 2 and 3, and that finale one, I don't know. We might need a solid 3 hours. You know, I don't know how we gonna do it on a Friday.
You know how you get real nervous and your palms get sweaty. That's going to be the next 2 weeks.
I'm gonna have to talk to Trivia and see what we can work out because I feel like it's going to be an implosion come this
did they
finale.
want to take a week off?
Like, yeah, we'll have a discussion. We'll have a discussion with them. If not, we'll move it.
Asian in the comments.
Look, just like we said over at the shit, like we said over at the crew, we were just like, sorry, Bad Batch. I mean, y'all had to. It's
Look,
not.
Asian and they listen. We don't encroach on their time. They get to dictate. I can ask and see what we can do.
Yes,
maybe we could start earlier, and then people will funnel in as we can. We'll do from 6 to 9, which will give us a 3-hour block.
It's like asking your mama if you can stay tonight.
Yeah. Like you over your cousin's house.
I'll tell you this much: when the goddess shows up,
yeah,
she's gonna tell Scott, "Look, you should have went off on that reporter a little more. You had it, but just a little bit more. Why? Where's my house?
We probably
I can't be gone a week and look at the house."
But the messed up part about the house is not only just everything else that happened, but Charles crashing into that shit. Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
It was like, were you in that much of a hurt?
It's his
Well,
house.
first of all, they keep blowing up the mansion. I don't know what his house homeowners insurance looks like, but that shit got to be through the roof.
You know what? He
How much
know
money
folks.
do
He
he
know
But he
people.
got it.
He
He
know
got it.
folks. You know, it's the money, and then he know folks. You
Nah,
can't
he
tell
got
me.
to be getting military contracts at this point because, sir, what the fuck?
Now, I want to play.
Look, somebody that's the strongest telepath next to Jean Grey. You cannot tell me he done.
This is probably a telepath with architectural.
Oh, you're right. He probably did manipulate that shit.
Just a little push, just a little bit.
The adjuster's like, this is about $300,000 worth of.
All right,
You know what? You know what? You're covered. You're covered. You're covered. You're covered.
3 days, $45 million.
Does he
that's
really
just
pay
materials.
taxes on that land?
Yeah.
Some telekinetic powers. He ain't
Sitting
paying
up there just like this.
It's
You
all
said
right.
$45, right?
Look, you know his supervisor like, motherfucker, what?
Where did this money come from?
I don't know. Every time I go over there, I don't know.
How
He
the
gets
hell
some
you fuck
military
this up?
money. He definitely
Every
gets
time they fuck
military
up that
money.
building.
Like for real. Be smart, but he gotta get that money from somewhere.
Real quick, we've already talked about it, about how Magneto was right, but I'm not leaving this stream without playing this scene.
The only sane thought you can have when being chased by giant robots that were built to crush you. Magneto was right.
Just
That
so,
right there.
just so you know, that was Shaq from an alternate timeline.
Hold on. That right there, that just brought a nice old good old black tear to my eye right there.
I plan to
We
watch
all
it.
gonna be crying in 2 weeks.
I plan to watch it again tonight.
Oh, same. I'm about to put it right back on.
I mean,
Negro, I was playing it this whole time.
I put the quote. I put the
on
link
the
to
screen
Hughes
right
quote.
now.
Look, I put the links to Hughes quote in the chat a while ago. You know, Negro, sweet, docile, and mild. Beware the day they change their mind. Like, and kind, and beware the day they change their mind. Like, I feel like the day when we black people say enough. Whew,
Well, I always
it's gonna be a force to be reckoned with when we get tired.
I always remember that. I always remember that adage of, and Teffy has said it multiple times, but I always enjoyed it. Be happy. We want equality
and not revenge.
And not revenge. No, for real.
Because that's really what it is.
That's really what it is.
We
I
want
think that's why we
equality and to be
resonate.
left alone. But if we want revenge,
I
don't
think
think
that's
you
why
want that.
Magneto resonates again with black people, because he is about the action that we wish we had the power to shut down the world.
Oh God.
No, genuinely, if black people became mutant, that's why y'all canceled Lovecraft Country.
because the way that
that's
was
why you
the way that
y'all
was
didn't
starting
want
up,
no shit out there where black people were where we were homo superiors. But I'm not going. I'm gonna keep it real PG because I want to go to Disney. Look, Easter eggs, y'all. Y'all,
Stark Expo.
Yeah, I'm
I
about
wanna
to say Stark
I
Expo
wanna
was
go.
one of the great Easter eggs. That means Bastion was there,
Who was that in the picture?
and Machine Man.
Howard.
Howard.
No, I'm at the picture frame on the right.
Oh,
That's him.
Yeah, that's Bastion when he was
That's
little.
Bastion when he was little.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I also love that they got Rosie from the Jetsons on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just to throw you off so you don't see it.
Yep. This is a bunch of little dope things, cute things in it. We got a few minutes, and now I want to ask my question to the panel, and this might fuck with you.
oh God.
As good as this series is, Xmen 97, its IMDb ratings and Rotten Tomato ratings are the highest of any animated feature ever. Highest rated of any television series ever. It is arguably the best animated work of art that Disney, Marvel, Fox has ever put out. At the end of this finale, who's going to have the better animated universe, DC or Marvel?
DC, the fuck.
Oh, Curtis, don't do this. Don't do this.
At the end, compare
Look how
one
everybody
season.
else stepped back.
No,
Look
no,
at everybody. I said it
no.
was gonna fuck with you, didn't I?
No, we're
At
not
the-
gonna compare one season
I'm a
to
quote.
a
I'm a
library
quote. I'm a
of
quote.
No. Don't do that, BK. Not one season. The best season of animated television ever. You gotta put respect on that.
Hold on.
That's
I'm a quote.
fine.
I'm a quote Cat
That's
Williams
fine.
on this. It looked good on paper, baby, but put them on the line, baby boy, and let's see what actually happens.
Stack them up. So tell me, BK has already said DC still got it. Chris?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's if they didn't have the lead, but you want to say best season?
No,
Best
I
season?
don't. I said what I said. Best animated universe. Period. Take all of DC, take
Okay.
all of Marvel to include X-Men 97.
It's got to. I'm gonna say DC reluctantly, but I know the truth to be what it is. Now, if
Yeah.
you said best season,
No,
this motherfucker here got it locked.
Shaq.
We got a player who just got in the league. DC been playing championships for a minute. Like this is somebody who just got in the league, homie. I love them, but they just got to the league
because
they
it was
want to
even
get better.
it's regular Cartoon Network stuff that was better than Marvel.
I don't give a damn about none of that other stuff. Just DC and Marvel, only because DC has whipped Marvel's ass in every sense of the word up until today.
Of animation.
Faye J.
DC. There's no other. You already know I'm a DC fan number one. I never.
She said, I never.
I mean,
I would never trade
but if you want to talk about animation, DC been doing this shit for fucking decades. This is new to Marvel. Okay,
It's new to Marvel.
Okay, all right. I don't keep the messenger.
You know you make me mad, like
Kurt, to add in onto it, if you look on YouTube, a lot of Marvel's old stuff is free versus DC's. You got to get a subscription.
Okay, valid. Taffy, what do you feel?
That look. That's a look. If you can somehow screenshot that look.
Someone clip it.
No. So I'm gonna give it to DC only because they historically, like Shaq said, sorry, but they got several championship rings at this point. I think if Marvel continues along this vein, maybe in 5 years we could revisit this conversation.
Okay.
But like to weigh one really good season up against the literal years that DC has put in is insulting to the people at DC and the work that they've done and the fans who support them.
And it's like you said, Kurt. It's just like you said. This is a Bo DeMaio verse.
Yeah.
Right.
This ain't Marvel. This is Bo DeMaio verse.
And is he gonna write all the other ones?
Nah.
If he write all the other ones,
he's written
and
season
connect
2.
everything.
He's written season 2. That's already in the can. I think he did part of 3.
The beginning of season 3.
Yeah.
And
But
then-
the fact that
He
he's
got
gone through,
fired, so.
the fact that he's gone through and done breakdowns on how this whole thing went, he said nothing wrong about no one. He said the team he worked with was great. He said he gave him the write-ups. Everybody was on board. He even gave him comics to read.
Hey y'all, go tag us in Bo DeMaio's mentions and tell him to come on for the last episode.
Yeah, I was just about to say what I would like for everybody to do. Go Instagram, Twitter, tag Bo DeMaio and say, hey, listen, we would love to give you your flowers on a finale episode of these reviews. With that being said, I'll leave my answer for the next time I see y'all.
Bullshit.
You only doing that because we gotta go.
Bullshit.
No, because at the end of the day, I think of Spider-Man. Because remember, I said the entire animated universe. You got to add in that Spider-Man series too. There's a lot. Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes. To me, that right there was the best until, and now of course, Batman animated series can't too much touch this. But let this X-Men 97 get 3 seasons up under this like this. We'll never put Batman on top of this ever again. With that being said, I said what I said. I love to see people of color win. I love to see this X-Men universe flourish the way it has. Make sure you follow BK. He streams regularly. Make sure you follow Blur's Eye View. Real quick, Chris, let everybody know when you go live.
Tuesdays, Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern, YouTube, Twitch, and IG.
Make sure y'all go support the Cuzzos. And to my brother in parts unknown, thank you for pulling up, because absolutely love when you talk your shit. Faye J, thank you so much for preparing that for us, because I was gonna be all over the goddamn place. And Taffy Wonder, you caught up now. Welcome to the trauma.
Oh God.
I need you. Like,
she's gonna need a therapist.
You need your therapy
when
for
this
real.
is.
Yeah.
No, because we going straight in the House of the Dragon fucking next month. Like,
Yes.
Oh shit.
and
Look.
listen, and I'm thinking about binging another anime in between time. So
Which one?
Well, they no tell her which one behind the scenes. They already cussing me out.
Okay.
Look, we will be back next Friday, 7:00. Pull up while we talk about episode 8, and I'm pretty sure we'll be in shambles.
You know what,
Good
Kurt?
night.
You might have to
Episode
put me
9.
on those last 2 episodes. Shit.
Still can't stop it. Still can't stop it.